Here we are back for our classes. This is my awesome Facebook Live for Let's Get Latin Dancing Online. This is our 6th class and our YouTube. Welcome Facebook, welcome everybody to the class. My name is Tatiana, if you don't know me. If it's your first time, if you have been here with me before, then you know how it goes. We get into a nice little warm-up with everything just flowing and going, some happiness. Then we do some body work, isolations, make sure we're improving our skills, our dance skills, and then we go into a footwork combination. And I always give an easy version and then a challenge version for those who are a little bit more advanced and want a challenge. So this is for everybody. So if you're a very, very beginner, just follow along, do what you can. And if you want to post comments or anything, I'll try to read them at some point, maybe towards the end of the class or during a little water break. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go with our warm-up. I usually explain first what we're going to do, so we can then do it together instead of just follow along, because I feel it's a little bit harder when you are on a screen to just follow along. So basic warm-up, we're just going to start with our head down, up, down and center, right, left, right, center. So this is our cross. We're going to go top down, shoulders, and go right, left, right, left. We're going to do that either 4 or 8 times. I'm not sure, but just rolling it backwards, whatever the music dictates. So this is one movement of the shoulders, which is just rolling backwards. Now we're going to change the shoulder movement to up and oppose. This is where it gets a little bit challenging, because we're going to do up both shoulders, twist the torso, down both shoulders, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you're practicing this already? Good. So the difference between shoulders 1 is this is rolling. Shoulders 2 is up and over, up and over, up and over, making sure you're twisting. Why? Because when we're using all of our joints, not only we are warming up, but that's what we actually use in Latin dance, okay? Now going on to next thing, the back. So I'm going to show it profile so you see what you're doing, but you'll follow along when I do it forward. You're just gonna stick everything out like you're doing this. Put your hands on your thighs and just crease your back as much as you can. And then crease it, like do a little, like the cat-cow in yoga, if you do yoga. This will be this, just like stretch out and then in as much as you can, pushing on the thighs, then out and in for a few times. We're going to do this, and the last time we're just going to roll from here, and this you're going to see we're going to need it later. So you're going to roll, make sure this is nice and round so you're not over, you're really within you, so you completely roll up. That's very important. That's section 3 of our technical warm-up. So head, shoulders, the rolls, the up and over, the nice back stretches, getting all your torso going and rolling. Now we're going to start getting into the steps or combinations. So that was part 1. Part 2, who's here in the house? Hello, people are watching here now. Hello, Juanito, Jeff, everybody, welcome. Okay, part 3. Steps. So we're going to step. This is just a basic step touch. So if you're a very beginner, just keep it step touch. You want to get on the flow. We're going to do opposite shoulder and touch. Opposite shoulder rolling back. That's why we did them the first time. Step, touch, step, touch, or step and tap, step and tap. So just practice this a little bit before we go with the music. So you see opposite shoulder, opening, tap, So that's that. So that's that part. Now we're gonna do the feet. So we do 4 of those. 1, 4, 8, 2, 2, 2. Now we're gonna turn. This is very important because we're gonna start working on how the mechanics of our feet and our hips work in the Latin world. So we're gonna go with the right leg front. You're gonna bend and push the arch of the foot forward while the hip goes back. This is a natural movement. So you just push, and you see how you just oppose the arm. So you're not gonna push like this, you push opposing the arm. So you go push, keep the other leg straight, switch. So this one's straight, this is bent. So you're just gonna do this for a little bit on this side. So practice this with me, keep going. You know, and you see how the opposition of arms and legs is what creates this kind of flow that is Latin. Now we're gonna do the same to the other side, starting with the left leg. Left, right, left, right. So we just do this, okay? Good. Now we go back to center. So let's just take it from the top, head, chun, chun, chun. We do the cross. We do the shoulder rolls to the back in a circle. Then we do the up and overs. Now we do the back with the stretching and the rolling up. Now we're gonna do the step touch with the opposite shoulder. Now we're gonna do the switching. So now we're doing hips and feet. Switch the side. Shoo, boom, 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 boom. Back to center. Now we're gonna do something that is the opposite of what we just did. This is just opening the same leg that stretches the arm. So you're gonna reach there, reach over there, reach, reach. So this is it's different from this one, right? You could think it's similar, it's not. It's a different movement. One, just reach, reach, reach. And the last part, for the very beginners, I'd like you to do it just as a Latin flow. What I call Latin flow is this action of bending and stretching and allowing the hips to move. So the very beginners, keep it here. And there is a rhythm to this, which goes bam, 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 bam. Bend, 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 bend. So very beginners, keep it here. For the little bit more intermediate, we're gonna do the same rhythm, but you're gonna go crossing first with your right leg in front. You're gonna go cross, back, bam, 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 cross, back, bam, 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 cross, back, open, close, open, cross, and back, open, close, open. The trick here is that you're going to keep this switching off the legs. When you cross, you bend, then you switch the legs, and then you tune, 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 cross, back, tune, tune, tune. So we're just gonna do that, and everything starts all over again. Let's try with music a few times. Just follow along. I'll do it facing forward. I'll do it facing backwards, okay? Let's do music, la música. Miami me lo confirmó. Puerto Rico me lo regaló. Dominicana ya la quitó. Ready? Let's go. 10, From the top, So are there any questions? Hello, everyone. Christopher's here, Larry, Brittany. Oh, I have to see you all. Oh my gosh, Isabella. Oh my gosh. Everybody's here. So if you have any questions, this is the time because I'm going to do it from the back and we'll just follow along. Otherwise, just give us thumbs up, little hearts. I'm just waiting. Okay, no questions. Okay, so I'm going to do it from the back so you can see me and you follow along. Smile, have fun. Let's do this again. Whoa, I'm already sweating. I don't know you. Whoa. Miami me lo confirmó. Gente venezolana. Puerto Rico me lo regaló. Feel the music. Very important to feel it. Ready? 5, 6,
Pero como Honduras, Chile con Argentina, Panamá trae la santuca, Ecuador me ilumina y Uruguay con Panamá y Guatemala con Costa Rica. Hoy viene llegando, Brasil ya está en camino, el mundo se está sumando, hasta que está dando la Puerto Rico me lo regaló.
we're beginners. Let's do this a little bit more. One, back. Let's take it from the top. 5,
Si tú eres latino, saca tu bandera.
Breathe and release. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, people. Oh my gosh, that was intense. Cool. So I hope you're having some fun. Let's see who's there. Okay, people are dancing, saying hello. Okay, great. Let's move on to a little topic that I've been developing and working on with the body isolation. So this one today is a little bit more, let's say, requires a little bit more of an advanced work. However, anybody, even beginners, can do this. Men, women, anybody. Why? Because in the Latin world, you know, body isolations are key. So it's not just for women, it's for everybody. And as you know, most of our Latin dances come from also African roots, and so does jazz and etc. So, you know, we're honoring those roots where the ground, the earth is connected to our feet. And then this position is always very grounded so that the torso, which means being alive, this is where the life comes, is the roots, the life, and the extremities, right? So this is why there's so many body rolls, isolations, hip movement is very alive dance. So we're going to work on this. And we've been working on different kinds of installations. If you have not seen the other classes, we have been doing these body rolls. Today we're going to work on this reverse body roll. Ah, yes, I know, right? I can't do that. That's why we're starting to do this. If we can't do this, certainly this is not going to be very easy. But we're going to work on that because it will come later too. We're going to do it very slowly for the beginners, and the challenge will be the speed for the more advanced. So our exercise for this, let's take it really slow. What's this again? We're going to start by bending one knee and keeping the other one stretched. So this position. So this allows us, you know, to actually move the pelvis. And you can see I'm wearing a tight skirt, so you can actually see my butt. Anyway, so what we're going to do first is a few of these. 1, 2, just back and forth. 3, 4, just back and forth. So practice this. And because when we talk about body isolation, it means that only one part of the body is moving while the rest is still. So we're not going to do this. We're going to just focus on the pelvis. So we're going to do this a little bit to the side. And now when this gets tired, we switch. So we switch the legs and same thing. We start by stretching the back and like just basically sticking your butt out. So boom, just this. Again, all of this is body mechanics. So there's no such thing as I can't do it. Of course, if you have any kind of issue, injury, please be aware of how you use your body. You know your limits. But for the most part, this should be okay. So just the pelvis. Okay, so that's section 1. Again, so pelvis, 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 pelvis. Slowly switching. Okay, section 2 is we're going to do, this is pelvis, stretch the leg. So you see, we have to start with sticking the butt out. You do your pelvis forward, you stretch the leg. So as you stretch the leg, you're pushing yourself up. So when you push yourself up, there's going to be like a little wave action. If you push your pelvis and you push, it's going to push on the chest, and you're going to stick now your chest out. So what we did here, you know, this is where it comes in handy. Push pelvis, stretch leg. Now puff chest out, like hello, look at me. I mean, puff, head out. And then we're just gonna reverse. Chest back, bend knee. So bend knee and tuck pelvis, and then stick butt out. Just that, very slow. So it's gonna be, keep your hands like out of the way maybe. So pelvis, stretch, push. And now chest, bend, pelvis. We're going to do this really slow. To the other side. We're going to do pelvis, stretch. Allow with the stretch that to ripple a little bit. Push out. Technically, the head should go up. That's the last stage, but we're on the second stage. Now, up, bend, boom. Pelvis, stretch, chest, chest, bend, stick out. That's number 2. Number 3 is when the head, we add the last part. Why? Because we have 3 basic parts to isolate. The hip or pelvis area, the chest, the torso, and the head. These are our 3 main blocks. So that's where we can isolate them. So the third would be pelvis, stretch, chest, and now the head is like, as you push the chest, the head's going to want to go, right? So allow the head to go all the way back. You know, that's why we do this in the warm-up, so we don't hurt ourselves. Make sure to not crunch your head. This is like, Keep always space behind. Like if you had a hand here, always when you do head. Not this. This is not good, okay? So pelvis, stretch, chest, head. And now first you go head, chest, bend, out. So you see the head started again. That's why it's a sequential move or a ripple. And doesn't matter, in different kinds of dance, it's called differently. You may find it as, like in jazz, we call it a ripple, right? But in bachata or salsa, we call it body rolls. But body rolls can mean many things. You can roll them like this, you can roll them that way, you can roll them like this. So how to differentiate? This one starts from the bottom, finishes up, okay? I will call it the ripple, just because it's a ripple, okay? So let's go again. Pelvis, stretch, chest, head. Now head, collapse the chest, bend the knee, stretch the leg. So that's gonna be number 1. Very easy. We're gonna do first this, then this, then this. Then we start adding up. We do right and left, and then we'll do some releasing. Then for the more advanced, we will go much faster. I mean, that's for those who want to get into the challenge. So let's go slow. Make sure to connect really to the ground. Your feet should not be like up here, but really grounded.
Shine bright diamond, shine bright diamond, shine bright diamond.
You know how we're doing this? Feel your feet. Feel your feet first. Feel the feet connected. Let's go. Bend. Slow. Front. Just the pelvis. Pelvis. Switch sides. Forward. Back.
Beautiful scene, I just to be happy.
Forward.
You know, like diamond in the sky. You were shooting star, I see visions of ecstasy. When you know me, I'm alive with the diamonds in the sky.
Breathe. Breathe. Smile. Second section. Stretch. Chest. Chest. Bend. Again. Push. Stretch. Chest. Chest. Bend. Again. Push. Stretch. Chest. Chest. Bend. Stretch. Switch sides. Push. Stretch. Chest. Chest. Bend. Cut. Again. Push. Stretch. Chest. Chest.
moonshine and Molly. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You shoot stars, see visions of ecstasy. Hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. First sight, I felt the energy. Sunrise. Her soul alive inside. Beautiful diamonds in the sky. I do so alive.
I'm going to go into
Beautiful.
Are you ready for the challenge? Say thumbs up for those watching here if you're watching and dancing at the same time, or a little hard or something. Okay, if I don't get comments, we'll go straight into the challenge. So challenge means trying this as a sequence, like fluid sequence instead of a choppy sequence. We're gonna do it slow, and then super mega challenge is faster. So the flowy sequence would go and then just repeat again. Back. Pelvis stretch, chest, head, chest, bend, stretch. So think of it as something that never stops. That will be challenge number 2, which is slow but fluid. The people that are very beginners, you can either just work on the pelvis or just work on the chest or work at your own pace. Okay? Let's go with
Diamonds in the sky, shine bright, feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You shoot, stars, see visions of ecstasy. Hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. First sight, I felt the energy. Sunrise. Her soul alive inside. So sure tonight and I. We're beautiful diamonds in the sky. Tonight, so alive. We're beautiful diamonds in the sky. Shine bright, shine bright.
Four count.
Shine bright, diamond. Beautiful diamonds in the sky. Shine bright, shine bright, shine bright, diamond. Beautiful.
Supercharged to count.
Bright diamond. Shine bright, diamond. Shine
Switch to count.
so shine bright. Tonight and we're beautiful diamonds in the sky.
That's a lot. Breathe. And now just at your own pace, do whatever you want with the chest and the hip. Whatever you want. This is your turn, okay? So I'm going to do whatever I want. Hip and chest. And if you can do waves, do waves, okay? This is your time.
Beautiful like a diamond in the sky.
Connect the ground always to the waves. The bending and stretching is the key. This is your time. This is you practicing, improvising, doing however you want to feel it. There's no right or wrong.
Beautiful diamonds in the sky.
Breathe and relax. All right. So that was our isolations for today. That ripple body roll that is not very easy, but if you beginner take it by segments. You're going to be really good at it later. The other ones, come on, just give it to me, okay? Because we're going to be using this also in our footwork. So let's get on to our footwork. So for this, take a little break for your water while I put on my shoes. The little story about my shoes, I ordered these like 2 months ago for the SBK, the Salsa Bachata Kizomba Congress in Vancouver. Shout out to Raud Lightla for putting this up every year. Yes, woman, love you. And guess what? They never came until like last week, and I'm like, they're so shiny and pretty. I'm just gonna wear them for the class. So here it is. You know, we're here, locked at home. So you're getting me with my shoes. So take a little break for your the water break, and I will put this on. It will take me 30 seconds, and yeah, here. The other one. All right. It's hot today. Okay. Our footwork today, I'm gonna give also a challenge that is a musical challenge with the difference between the salsa on 1 or salsa on 2, otherwise known also as mambo on 1 or mambo on 2. This is just basically, even though I'm not going to give a music class today, maybe next time I'll do a more thorough class, is where you start your movement in the music. So, basic premise of the music. Every single music piece is based on a beat or a tempo. This regular is always the same. Bum, 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 bum. That's always regular. You can feel it whenever you put a piece of music. Is what you kind of go like this. That's the beat. When we have, like in salsa, we have a standard rhythm. Not that we can't do other rhythms, of course, more advanced, yes. Basic rhythm. The rhythm is not regular. It's those irregular fasts and slows. So for salsa, it's quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, pum, 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 pum. So between one beat and the next beat, there's pum, pum, beat, quick, quick beat. That's how it works. And that's why we add the steps like that. And that's a rhythm. We can count them. I'm not a fan of counting because I can feel the music more when I'm just singing it, but you can count if you want. That's why we say 1, 2, 3, nothing, 5, 6, 7, nothing, right? But for this, it's going to be important to count. Why? Because where do we start in the music? So that's what we call the 1. Where do I start? 1, 2, 3, okay? So that first step that I'm going to start with, it's called the downbeat. Downbeat, because it's heavier in the music. This takes a lot of practice to understand. So this is why today I'm not going to go in detail. But that's the first beat, is the strongest beat in a piece of music when it starts. So it will go strong, weak, weak. Like it will go strong, weak, strong, weak. That's how it works, right? Strong beat. So the first one, that's your downbeat, is going to be your 1. So in our salsa, for our example, going to do it from the leader's point of view, so with the left in front. So that's why with your salsa step, those who don't know the basic salsa step, go watch my class on the salsa ABCs and do it a million times. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7. So the 1, the big, strong beat is always the left side. So left, bum, bum, right, bum, bum. Left forward, right back. Left forward, chum, chum, right back, bum, bum. 1, dum, dum, 2, 2. Downbeat, down, dum, 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 Dun, dun. So you see, that's why it's 1, because it's the first downbeat and we do it with the left. And that's why we call it dancing on 1. Because the left foot for the leader, which is the right foot for the follower that goes back, but we're doing leader side here. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. So we always go the left, always on the downbeat. For the follower, okay, let's be nice. For the follower, you would always be going back with the right on the 1. That's convention. Right is on the 1, left is on the 5. Back, tune, tune, forward, tune, tune, side, side, side. So this is like standard, okay? So I'm going to give you a little footwork routine that will be danced on 1, and then I'm going to give a challenge of the on 2. But first, we're going to understand what on 2 means. If you cannot find the 1, there is no way you'll find the 2, because after 1 comes 2. Right? So that's why it's very important in the music to find where the 1 is. The difference is that the leader that starts with the left foot in front, that left foot is not going to start on the downbeat. It's going to wait. The first beat is like, well, technically you can mark it with the leg, but for beginner's sake, it's like nothing on that downbeat, and then you start on the 2. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, downbeat, 2. So the 2 is like a suspended beat, and that's why when we dance on 2, it feels like there's a suspension, because it's a weak beat, so it's suspended. So we go 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So the rhythm, bum, 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 still the same, but it kind of stretches a little bit more on when we do the 2, because musically it feels a little bit more stretched, otherwise known as syncopated. Let's not get there too soon. It's kind of complex, but just know that it has that feel of stretchiness. So we go on 2. Let's practice this. I say 1, you do nothing. On 2, you step. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Step. 2, 3. Step. 6, 7 from the back. 5, 6, 7, and nothing. I'm going to go and 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, this is wrong leg, left leg. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's do it also easy with the side to side. So if this is my left leg, remember I teach mirror. So this is my left leg. This is going to go on 2. So I'm going to say 1. Here we go on 2. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Bum, bum. Dun, dun. So maybe I'm just going to go 1, nothing. I'm going to go like a deep sound. So 1, dun, dun, yum, bum, bum, yum. So that's our main difference. So you see, different from doing the left foot in front for the mambo step on 1 and on 2. So you see, you can't find 1, you can't do 2. That's just basic. But for the sake of this like multi-level class, I'm going to do 2 little footwork sequences. So we're going to do a little on 1 footwork sequence. What was it again? I completely forgot. So let's start easy basic for everybody. So it's a basic on 1, boom, boom, boom. Let's do it twice, just for the sake of it. 2 to the side. Open, close, open again. So this is a basic side, basic. Now we're gonna do a little Susie Q crossing, like half of it. Cross, back, cross. So little Susie Q, cross, uncross, cross. Notice that in the Susie Q, there's this like pivoting action where the bottom of your body goes one side and the top of your body stays. So we go Su, Si, Q. Now we're going to do a little tap to the side, a little tap to the cross, and a little tap in the middle. So it's 3 points to tap. Tap, tap, tap. So after the Susie cue, we do 3 taps. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, again, so we're gonna go from, well, the basic in basic to side, side, Susie, cross on cross, cross the 3 taps, tap, tap, tap in the middle. Now the next section will be, we're gonna open, cross back. So you go, I'm just gonna move here. So we're tapping here with our right foot, open, cross back with the left. And for those a bit more advanced, you do a shimmy with the shoulders, which is like shaking it. So shake, shake. For those beginners, you just open and cross back. So open, cross back. Where was I? When I do it slowly, it's like, okay. Let's do it from the top. And 1, bum, bum, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Cross and cross, cross, tap, 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 open, cross. Now we're gonna open, and we're gonna do cross in front, back, and back, ready to start again with the left foot in front. So this is cross over, back, and close. This is just that step. Cross over, back, close. For the more advanced, or when I do the more advanced version, this is going to have a ripple, right? Because you're going to go ripple, sa, ba, right? This is when it gets tricky and we can add on the levels, okay? So the basic step is pretty basic. Let's do it one more time. Boom, boom, boom. 5, 6, 7. Chun, chun, chun. The side. Basic, the Susie, Su, C, Q, the 3 tap, 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 open, back, open, cross, back, cross. Let's do it with music just like that. I'll try to do it like really slow, and then we'll add the style, and that's going to be a little bit harder for, I'll add the elements of style, which is all those ripply and shoulder shakes. So I'm just going to do the feet for now. Hopefully it's not too fast. This is the one. You see, it's like a heavy beat. Let's do it really slow. I'm gonna do music's kind of fast. I'm gonna do slow. I'm gonna do double time, like slow. 3, 5. Side. Susie Q. Taps. Open. Back. Open. Cross. Step. Repeat. Go. Word. Side. Side. Susie's cross. One cross, cross. Tap, tap, tap. Open, cross back. Open, cross back. From the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward, back. Basic. Susie. Tap, tap, tap. Open, back, Open from back. Repeat. Okay, that's beginner version-ish. Now a little bit more difficult is just speed with that, and then I'll add all the elements of style for my next. So speed. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and side. Doing with the other leg is so hard. I'm just gonna do it from the back. 6, 5, 6, 7. I forget it. Again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. This is the little bit harder version. Now the more hard version of this on one, it's adding the elements of style that have the body, right? So I'm going to just add some very basics. Okay, from this side. Oh my gosh, so it's just at the end. I'm just gonna add these little things. Here you can just do your nice freestyling, your Susie cues. You can always add your arms if you're a lady. Guys, you can just keep them low here. Ladies, you can put them up here. So I'm a lady, I'm gonna do this. Same for the taps. This I'm just gonna give you freedom for here. For this one, you're gonna open. This is shimmy shake, shoulder back. Shoulder back. And when you open, what's gonna happen here, you open, and when you're gonna cross, those more advanced are gonna add a ripple. Hands are on the back like this. You add a ripple to that cross. Ripple back step. Okay, so that's kind of like the hard little style tip. So not only adding to the speed, but we're also adding to the complexity of the body motion. So we're gonna do, is it this? Susie Q says tap, open, close, add, 2, 3, 4. So you wanna have that full ripple come here. Okay, so let's just try it out with music, and then I'll give you challenge number 2. Not so slow. 5, 6. 5, 6. Oh, I'm a lady. I'm going to start to do this with my butt. 6, and. Pull it back. 5, 5, 6. take some elements out, but I'm gonna have you do it on 2 for those who feel like, oh my gosh, can I do this? If you can just do the basic, just do the basic on and on. So I'm gonna take off a few steps so that we can actually fit it 2 on 2. So this is how it's gonna work. We do the basic would be, let's say, nothing on 1. Technically, you could step on the right on 1, but for now, let's just leave nothing on 1. To do 1, 3. So same step. 2, 3, 6, 7. So from here, we're just gonna do. I'm gonna spare you the Susie cues and all that. So we're gonna do the open on the back. So we do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So we start again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So this is why it changes a little bit. So it's an easier combo, less steps, but challenging the music. And you don't have to do the body roll if you are not comfortable with it. Just do whatever you can. So let's try it with the música, the combo number 2. Fast music. 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 6, 2, 3, 6, 7. Oh, so confused. 5, 6, left leg. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3. 6. From the back, I'm going to add now the ripple. 5, 6, From the front, it's harder for me on this side if I have to switch. 5, 6, 1. Oh, I lost it. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1. 1. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's start. Let's do the easy version of the on 1 for the beginners one more time. 1. Do it on 1 version. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 9, 1. one version. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's just take a little breath. Stretch out. Shake, shake. Okay, people, this was intense. Again, I always say this for those who have never taken a class, because I do mirror. Having to switch between right, left, left, right, it's kind of complicated. But anyway, my brain's still working. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you can, get this, you can practice it, watch the other classes, because there's different footwork, there's different techniques of things. I have explained different things every single class, even though I do either bachata, salsa, or any kind of footwork and technique tips. Last time, I think we did the turns and also the ABC of salsa, which I recommend you go and watch it. So I'll put it on the link below on YouTube on the description. So those that haven't watched it can watch the previous class. And all right, so yes, don't forget, if you like this content, please share, please like it. This is the numbers game. So when you like a video, YouTube and Facebook can, more easily get people to watch this. I do this with a lot of love for you. And if you get a value of this, consider also donating to the cause, which is me putting all this work for you to enjoy and learn. And I will leave here in the comments where you can actually donate. I don't know how to get the comments. By PayPal to Tatiana Hassan, that's easy, at gmail.com. By PayPal or e-transfer. PayPal or e-transfer. So I would definitely enjoy that. And same for the YouTube people. I'm just going to leave in the comment below. Tatiana Hassan at gmail.com by PayPal or e-transfer. This joy for me to do this class, to offer you this, to share my passion. I will be also posting more classes in other styles. That's soon to come. I'm going to be sharing some jazz, some urban, some lyrical, some feminine movement, just different things for different people. Or if you want to try something new, just try it. This is coming up in the next month or so as I prepare more classes for you guys and have you dancing more. So please subscribe to my channels, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all the same, Tatiana Hassan Dance. And that way you can keep posted, updated. And also, if you would like a certain kind of class, explanation of footwork, or any requests, please submit your request. What do you want to learn? And I'll, be a pretzel for you and bring it to you. What are you interested in learning? That's very important to me to know. Also, feedback, if you have any feedback, that also helps me grow and see how this whole technology thing is working. And other than that, I will see you next week, again, with more awesomeness. Same time, 7 p.m. Pacific. Share it, like it. I love you. Peace, and out.